guys? Welcome to a very special episode of Real Talk because it's a Halloween edition. As you can see, we're in very stupid costumes because we didn't plan it.
Actually.
No, how is this stupid?
Okay, except for Jade lah. Jade's a sexy cat. We're gonna talk about who here believes in hantu? Me.
I would think me.
I do.
You don't Jade? I cannot see.
No, I don't.
One of my pumpkins.
Yeah, dude, take off the mask. I can't even tell who you're talking to.
Jade don't believe in ghosts.
No, I don't believe in ghosts.
Why don't?
I don't know. I just feel like they defy the laws of physics, and there's no evidence to suggest they exist.
God. They put the infrared thing.
How would infrared detect a ghost?
No, the infrared camera and there's this
Cold spots.
this meter that they use.
Can I ask you something? If ghosts are supposed to be energy, why would there be a cold spot from a ghost? Energy would emit heat.
This is not what this episode is about. Okay, I tell you what I believe. How I converted to be a Catholic, right? Was because my parents, right, used to be like Buddhist Taoists, then we like jump around religions, and then they used to serve a medium. And then when they went to like explore Catholicism, that's when a lot of bad things start to happen. My mom would like slap the priest.
So I feel like that's kind of like your mom's problem.
It could be.
Why you're blaming the ghost?
Okay, so there are many incidents. But this one time, because my mom always like gets possessed, like literally I saw her get exorcised before. And then they refer her to this priest that specializes in this. So then the priest, right, prayed over my mom, and then as usual she dropped. I don't even care, my eye maybe roll already. And then the priest took a cross and prayed over her, right? My mom like went flat for a moment, right? And then she started fighting like with my dad. So my dad held her down, asked me to hold her legs because she was thrashing around, and she kicked me all around the room. The priest took a very big cross from the wall, right? And then like just prayed over her again, right? Then that was done. And everything ended, like she stopped getting possessed the day we were baptized. I don't know.
As a psychologist, I would say...
You're not a psychologist, you are a student of psychology.
I graduated. So this villa I was staying at, I shared a bed with another friend, this girl. So she fell asleep. It was super late at night, about 4 AM. I went to shower, I came out of shower, blah blah, washed my hair, dried my hair, straightened my hair.
Wait, why do you straighten your hair before you sleep? Sorry.
If your hair is good quality, then it works.
Expensive one your hair.
How to choose the quality of your hair?
Beside my bed was the door. It was like a glass door, and then there was a curtain. So I just lie down, then put my pillow on my chest. So I couldn't see like my toes. A moment later, I heard someone coming out from the toilet. And like open the curtain. So from the side of my eye, I saw the curtain move. And the person was giggling.
Oh, he's your friend, and you didn't know.
No, so my friend was asleep. She was like dead asleep beside me. Then I opened my eyes right the next morning. Then I saw footprints on the ceiling.
Oh my gosh!
So my friend was like, do you realize that there are footprints on the ceiling? So like how
Means the ghost came out of the toilet, walked above you,
and opened the curtain from the top.
Correct. No, but were there fan on top?
No.
Or anything that someone might climb up and fix? You get what I mean? Maybe like
Why
someone...
would they be
Yeah.
upside down? Like someone would have to be upside down for...
BDSM lah. Like they hang on the thing.
That's true.
It makes me feel better.
When I was young, right? One day I was webcamming with my friend. This time I still was like MSN. So webcamming, and then he was like, "Hey, your mother still awake ah?"
Oh my
So I was
god!
like, wait, what the No, my mother not awake. So my computer is here, so I'm facing a wall, right? Then monitor, and I was using computer. My mother was behind me, right behind me. But the door was closed. So if my mother wake up, I would have known.
Yeah.
I was like, no way, why? I say, who shall walk beside you? Like walk past you. So I was like, what the right? And I thought he was with me. Until I just sat there and just continued using my computer to see whether anyone walked past and someone really did. So like just a white figure just walked past behind me again.
Oh my god.
So at that point of time, I was just like, wait, what the damn scary.
Is this your current house?
Yeah, this is my current house.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so
So still to move?
Oh my god, 15 hours!
How the fuck already starting?
There's this saying that like little Malay ghosts like to play with plates. And then at night, my plates just keep moving.
Yeah.
No reason to move, right? And last time I had no aircon, so my room door open. Then my plates just keep moving like so if you move one time, right, it's no way it's gonna move again. Or if you move again, everything's gonna drop. Makes sense, right? Right. Makes sense,
sure.
right?
I'm not
I love how everybody got to tell their story properly. When I talk about my mother, you tell my mother as a friend.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue.
Interesting.
So at this point of time, my eyesight was still good, right? So when I was sleeping, right, I saw a head just pop up from my door. So I can look out of my door because my door was open.
Yeah.
Right? So I just keep seeing this.
Oh my god.
Was it a child? Was it
It was like a medium height person just like looking at me
Then your brother was in the room?
No, I was alone.
Oh
Maybe it
lord!
was your brother.
You need to move!
Maybe it was your
What fire? If fire is there, his teeth come out so white, I will see it.
Maybe you want to bring girl back.
Maybe it's just
So you want to check whether you or not?
you.
Then you check. Never sleep yet. Check. Still haven't sleep yet. My mom like once went to a business trip in Germany and then they stayed in this resort that company like owns lah. After her shower, she came out of the stall and then there was help on the mirror written in the steam. So for me, it's like, go home already lah, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care how big this business is already ma. So my mom replied, how... And then, I forgot the stories lah. Then she thought, very f***ed one. She will scold the ghost one, you know? Like, when we were working in Haw Par Villa last time to restore this museum, but you can hear her scolding things at certain corners because you only can work at night. My dad was on a ladder and her worker, one of the workers also can see. He shouted at my dad and my mom saw my mom turn back, shouted at my dad. And my dad was like, why are you all shouting at me? And then his ladder dropped because they were shouting for him to get down from the ladder. There's just no way they put on a show just to scare me because everybody else needed to be on it and my sisters were not there. I happened to be a child. So unless my mother has a very elaborate 20-year plan to f*** with me, I believe.
I feel like it's the mind just not being able to explain what it saw.
Yeah. Then you fill up the gaps yourself.
And then you're like, did it really happen? Or is it just your mind just playing with you? So I had a trip to KL when I was so much younger. Woke up at 3 a.m. in the morning. Saw someone sitting on my feet. I could still feel my feet back then. Yeah, but
Good
I saw
time.
So you felt it lah. So you
Good
felt
time.
it.
yeah, someone like
The one time you don't want to feel your feet, ah.
yeah. So I saw like this little girl just sitting at the edge of my bed. But there weren't any like little girls in the hotel. Like, I was with my family, but no little girl.
See, so that puzzles me.
Yeah, so I don't know if I saw something or was there really something. Like, it's just things you can't explain. So it's like black magic counted as.
Oh, black magic, I have a lot of stories. Because I used to do a lot of like Siam Tiu DJing, right? Which is basically like I play in the Thai disco. And I know this girl who really liked this guy because he was quite rich. Like he had like 5 cars and he stayed in a big house.
Oh my God,
so
nasi
she
kangkang.
was like,
Sounds
no,
like you.
worse. She gave him this pig toy. And he was
Pig?
like, pig toy, like stuffed pig. And then he was like, oh, so cute. I was like, no, dude, give it away. Like, I swear, she confirmed did something to that pig toy. So he was like, fine. So he passed it to his friend who was also there that night. But his friend doesn't really go to Siam Tius. So his friend was like, oh, so cute, take the pig, go home. Then after that, his friend who never goes to Siam Tius started texting him, hey, tomorrow I want to go back or not? I met a girl last night. He and that girl, it's been 4 years, they're still together. He always fly to Thailand. He spent like 100k on her. The girl that with the pig toy.
Interesting.
And after they first got together...
And the girl just took that guy,
she took the guy because
She never realised wrong man and then take the pig and
the
throw
other
away.
guy richer.
Oh,
Maybe
I
the
see, I
pig
see.
like bite the guy already.
Dude, the pig toy, man.
Ask her how to do it.
I asked before.
So how do you ask? Hey, you put thing in the pig, right?
I was like, no lah. I was like, hey,
What?
this pig kena gong tao, right?
Then?
She said, no, never.
You get some big toys,
That's scary.
You know who's a very good person to listen to like ghost stories from? Undertakers. So my family has a go-to undertaker. So there's this one time, this Uncle Bonnie, I'm sorry if I get the thing wrong. There was this one time, right, he received a call, which he didn't want to take. He picked up on the second time, and she said, how much do you charge for funeral? He gave a ballpark price lah, cause like, depends on what you want also. And then that lady said, okay, I'll call you back. Then after that lady called him like at 12 plus or 1 and said, okay, confirm. Okay, meet me now and then I pay you. He said it's very strange lah. Usually you must tell me where's the body, where's the deceased and all that stuff. Then she said meet first. And then he drove over to her block and he handed her like a bag and said this is what I want to wear.
What the f? So she wants to kill herself?
And inside was like a red dress and a mirror and a pair of scissors and $2,000 cash or $5,000 cash or something. He didn't take it lah. He didn't take it. So red dress basically means that
Revenge.
Yeah, it's a revenge.
Then the mirror is to remind yourself of how you died, so you remember like, what you're angry about. And then the scissors is to like take that revenge lah. He didn't do anything. Like he gave the money back and then he tried to counsel her. Yeah, he also called I think counselling center. But a couple months later, she still died. And he was investigated by the police because they checked her phone and then she spoke to him. Yeah, she killed herself.
Don't offend people, especially you. Wait, so you believe in spirits, not spirits?
You know what? I believe that if there was something that could carry genetic material or information to pass your physical body, I believe that it would already have been detected by science. Like, but is it? Yeah, I don't. Sorry, guys. Sorry, I don't believe in ghosts. Dead people passing on genetic or like any sort of information post death is a little bit ridiculous to me. But if like you saw a ghost of someone who died and he was like, hey, your husband's gonna fall from a ladder, and then another ghost came and pushed the ladder, that one I'm a bit like.
Okay. Okay, so that just happened.
Hitting.
So a skull just fell.
Okay, you know why? So you know the human mind is so powerful. So basically, I was tricked into thinking I have the third eye because I see ghosts all the time. So I have really bad something called sleep paralysis, which is a disorder where in the middle of the night I see ghosts. And I wake up and I can't move my body. And like there was once this, like my sister came and she came down to me and she whispered, Jade, there's a demon in the room. And she disappeared. And then I managed to move again. And I ran outside. I was like, Kim, where are you? What the did you just say? And then my mate was like, my sister. I was like, Kim, where are you? And then my mate was like, Kim's not home. Or there's another time where like this demon like burst into the room. It was just horrible. And like, all these men with like masks. It's damn scary. I have it all the time. After I started studying psychology, I realized that I had sleep paralysis. And then when it happens to me now, I'm like, okay, like this is not real. And then I let the ghosts do whatever they want to do, and I'll be like, okay, good night, bye. If I wasn't informed that this was normal and a lot of people had it, I would think like, oh I can see ghosts. So that's why I'm like, wow, the human mind is actually very powerful, and it can trick you into thinking that you see things that are not really there. Okay guys, we've come to the end of this episode. If you now believe in ghosts, good for you. And if you don't, yeah, more
good for you.
Yeah, Team Jade, Team No Ghosts. Okay, bye. Happy Halloween.